Welcome to another edition of the Color Pigeons and More TV show, the show that covers all aspects of the pigeon hobby, whether it be racing, performing rollers, flying tipplers, fancy show pigeon, and more. Interviews with well-known pigeon breeders, breed profiles, loft construction and management, pigeon health and treatment, show coverage, genetics, just to name a few. Watch, learn, and enjoy. And now let's go to our host, Danny Joe Humphrey, and see what this show is going to be about.
Hello, I'm Danny Joe Humphrey, and today we're on show number 17. We're kicking off the new year, 2013, with a pigeon show, just like we've done. It's hard to believe that I've done that many shows. It's been unbelievable. I've enjoyed it. Got a lot of good positive feedback from it. Today I got a good show for you. We're going to have some more interviews from the Louisville Youngbird show that we did back in October. And then today I've been thinking about doing this, and I'm going to just show you some of the birds that I have and some of the birds that are odd colored or whatever. Just kind of, I wouldn't call them rare. Some of them might not be another one like them. But anyway, I thought you'd get a kick out of that, looking at these birds, because that's what this hobby's all about, is looking at birds. So I want you to stay tuned. We're going to be right back. Right after this break, we're going to be showing you some fancy pigeons.
Hi, this is Jerry Gagne, Foy's Pigeon Supplies, oldest pigeon supply company in the United States. When Danny Joe approached us about being a part of this great project, we were really excited. If you're looking for pigeon supplies, if you're looking for pigeons, I hope you'll give us a call. Foy's Pigeon Supplies, we're on the internet, just type in Foy's, or if you'd like to call us, it's 1-877-355-7727. Ask about our 204-page all-color catalog. We'd be glad to send it to you.
Color Pigeon Lofts, featuring 28 breeds of fancy pigeons, high-performance Turner rollers. We have birds available at all times. Capuchins, Saxon monks, Saxon priests, Swiss crescents, ice pigeon, saints, frillbacks, archangels, starling, figuritas, old German owls, Chinese owls, satinets, swallows, Saxon shields, and much, much more. For breed availability, visit www.colorpigeons.com. For purchasing, pricing, and shipping info, call toll-free 1-800-527-0918.
Muir Nagel, better known as Dr. Pigeon by his friends, is known by his one-eye cold treatment. It's called One Drop, One Time. It only takes one drop, it only takes one time. Every breeder needs at least one bottle of One Drop, One Time to keep in their loft for those nasty eye colds. They're available at Foy's Pet Supply, New England Pigeon Supply, and Pro Flight Supply. And remember, the next time you buy pigeon supplies, be sure to include one bottle of One Drop, One Time. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to show you these birds, not in any particular order, because I've got caught them from different lofts and different places. I just got them in the cage, and we'll pull them out one at a time, tell you what the breed is, and tell you what I think is the color. I probably might get some of them wrong. Let me see here what I got first. Okay, the first thing I got here is this is Arabian trumpeter, and really he's not the one I really wanted to show you, but these birds have three colors on them. This particular bird here is not as good as the one I'm getting ready to show you, but this is Arabian trumpeter, which is a voice pigeon. Let's stick him over here. All right, let me get one of it. There's one like I want to show you here. Now this we would call this a red, but if you'll notice, this bird has a ring completely around its neck, all the way around its neck, and most of them are colored like that. But it's red, it's white, and it's ash red, all in the same thing. Arabian trumpeter. Let me catch this one. This is one here. This one is a I guess we would call it a buff color, khaki color. But again, it has that same characteristic with that white ring all the way around its head. These birds have great voices too. Arabian trumpeter is a good breed. Okay, this is a silver or blue. I would call this a silver. It too has that same characteristic with that ring all the way around its neck. That's Arabian trumpeter. I'd call that a silver. You never know what color you're going to get from them. Okay, now let me pull this out. I actually showed this bird one time on the show. This is my yellow check bird starling. From crossing an archangel, a gold white-winged archangel, and a silver-colored starling. And I got the lace. She's a pretty good specimen. She's a good hen. Produced a lot of babies out of her, but I haven't got anything that looks like her. I've had got some red. I even got some of the white bars, but I haven't raised a bird off of her, so I'm probably going to have to go down one more generation. But that's a yellow lace starling. You know, you say these are beautiful birds, and you say these are beautiful birds, and they are. I don't know when you quit saying it. I want to show you this bird. This bird came out of a pair of fireback Saxon whitetails. Now, the wing pattern is a check pattern, but it's got blue in it. It's got kind of a red and blue. Got a nice white tail on it. But that's an unusual bird. I wanted you to see it. And one thing it has on it that's kind of unique is it has a green shine around its neck like a lot of other birds do. Got the little spot like it's supposed to right there. I guess we would call this some kind of check whitetail. As long as it ain't a bad check. Okay, got something here pretty. This is it's a frill stencil roller, and they get the colors from the frill stencil. These birds came from James Turner. James has been breeding these frill stencil rollers for some time. These are not performers. They're just for beauty. But this is a yellow lace, very unusual color, very nice bird, beautiful to look at. It's a yellow laced frill stencil roller. Okay, here's another frill stencil here. This is a beautiful bird. I've been working on this. This is also a frill stencil roller. It has a ribbon tail. And it's more of a khaki laced is what it would be. Khaki laced or brown laced. Beautiful little bird. Here's one here that I've talked about before. Everybody seems to be kind of curious about this. And what I've been told, this is a brown ice. This is an ice pigeon, spangled ice, but it's brown, particularly on the ends of its tails. And I've raised some babies off of it. I have one baby I started to bring in here that come off of this particular round. And I actually got them in a pen, not even trying to breed them. This bird's a great breeder. And that baby is brown all over, except for his feet. They're blue. I don't know what he's going to turn out, but it came off of her. But that is a brown muffed ice pigeon, a brown ice. Okay, now I've got another cage full of birds here. This has actually come from archangels. It's archangel with a gold bar, but it has a gold ring around its neck. It has a peak crest with a white head. This is a beautiful bird. I get a few of these white-headed birds, and I got some more I'm going to show you because they're pretty unique. But that is a beautiful archangel, and it's really not white. It's more of a cream color than it is white. But that's a beautiful white-headed archangel. Some would call that priest mark. Now I'll show you one here that's definitely a priest mark. Now this is a starling. I guess it could double for archangel, but it's got too much color on its wings. This is a starling. As you can see, it's got a peak crest, it's got a white head, and as you notice, the head is just right to be a priest. So this is a priest marked starling is what it would be. And some people would call it a South German priest, a clean-legged priest. But the real deal is the colors that I get from them. And most of these birds originated from some birds I got a long time ago from a guy named Jeff Hitchlock up in Ohio. I got some birds from him, a couple of birds like this, and I've held on to them all these years, and he knows about 500 times more about genetics than I do, but he sent me some birds. Some of them were black with a white head, and I've managed to keep this going and come out with some beautiful birds. This bird here is, in my opinion, is very, very unique. Now this is an archangel, come out of archangels, tail's wet. I want you to look at this bird close. This bird has a crest. It's yellow around its head, if you see that. Got yellow, got a little white blended in there with it. And then its wingtips are yellow. And as you can see, its tail is yellow. Beautiful little hen. I actually have 3 of these. Isn't that pretty? And this is a cream. Again, I would call this a cream archangel. This is pretty simple here. This is a white archangel. Lets me know it came from something else. It's just got the boots, slight boots on its feet. But this is a white archangel. Beautiful bird. I haven't been able to reproduce it. I do have 2 of these, but I haven't tried. I actually raised these birds this past year, and I haven't reproduced it, so I don't know how hard that's going to be. White archangel. Uh-oh. Somebody just got out. Where's he going? Bound to happen sooner or later. Here's an archangel that's just got a blue wing, a slate blue wing. Never seen one with this color wings before. In fact, I just hadn't had this bird very long, but it's got good characteristics. It's got a good copper colored body, and it's got these blue wings, and I'm going to see what I can do with this in breeding season this year. But this is basically a copper blue wing, almost Andalusian blue wing archangel. Show you this bird here. This bird here has this is another bird. Now this bird's got brown lacing on it. This is what I would call a South German priest. South German priest looks like a regular priest, except it only has one crest, the shell crest in the back of the head. His head is white, and the white runs underneath the eye just like it does on a regular priest, but they don't have a crescent. South German priest, and I guess you'd have to call it a copper check. Okay. I'll show you these next 2 birds, and then we'll stop and I'll catch some if I'm lucky. Okay, this is a figurita. Got a nice little frill on it. I had one to pop out in my regular figuritas about 1.5 years ago or so. So I called my good friend James Turner, and I said, James, I got this bird. And I sent him a picture. He said, just find your black cock and put it on it. And that's what I did. And then for a while there, a black one and a reduced one is what I would get. And then, like he said, one day a male popped out. And when the male popped out, then all I had to do with the male was put it with another reduced, and all they had. Now this is the checked one. I got one coming up here I'm going to show you. That's the barred one. But that's a reduced figurita. I'm not sure if anybody has anything like that, but they are beautiful. This one has a bar, come from the same breeding, reduced. I guess you could call that an opal bar, or reduced bar, or whatever. But that's this group of birds, and I'm gonna have some more for you in just a minute. I'm gonna go get my net so I can catch the ones that got away. So stay with us.